Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. There's a counter shot. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Punch, counter punch. Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. Good counter punching. Welcome to the... Here comes Rob... James. What a pleasure. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. The right hook can't miss. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on the fight stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Good counter punching. Throws the jab but does not score. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Hellenius in that last round. Here we go for round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough one. Doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's bombs away. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A perfect counter lands. They stop the hook there. Beautiful counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. No rest for the weary. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. In that last round. There's the bell to start round three. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Not a lot of defense here at all. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He missed with that jab. Tried to score with a jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Hellenius in that last round. On to the fourth we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter punch caught him clean. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
This fight has a real good flow to it. There's a counter shot. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hellenius in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
Get your mind back.
There's the bell to start round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Find a home in that jab. It's all offense all the time. How How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
That counter shot lands. Parries that jab away. The perfect counter lands. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Beautiful counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Hellenius in that last round. And a round that seemed like he... There's the bell for round 6. So the fight will continue.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Couldn't land that jab. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Misses with the jab. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hellenius. There's the bell for round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
They exchange punches. Oh, wait a minute! And Douglas is dazed! And right back into the fray.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Oh boy, Hellenius is teetering and tottering. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged. Hold that thought! Buster Douglas just got rocked. And down goes punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
That's lights out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's still winning.
Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering. There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't keep... Let's watch that again, replay from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
Whoa, wait a minute! Hellenius is dazed. Hellenius is down. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say, listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Not a lot of... Did you see that? The big fella Hellenius in trouble. So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Let's talk about Hellenius. And we enter the 9th. And there's the bell to start the round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Fighter expending a lot of energy in this. Whoa, wait a minute! Hellenius is dazed. They've avoided, and wisely they're going to take a knee here. No choice but to do that.
Best thing the fighter did. Otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in. Throws the uppercut, but misses. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Left uppercut doesn't score. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights. Oh, right there! Hellenius on the verge of going down. Looks like they've shaken it off.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the move.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Hellenius is dazed. He's on the canvas. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4,
miscellaneous in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. And there's the bell to start round 10. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round? I got to stop you here, John. And down goes Hellenius. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove. And down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Gotta waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then gotta foul you. Walk around the ring. You've just gotta make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's gonna get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? They exchange punches. Goes down. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
Both men were knocked down, and they both got up in that round.
Absolutely crazy.
You don't lose this fight, do you? Come on. You let him back in. You're better than that, kid.
Nice round, good round. I like that, I'm happy. Relax now, I don't...
Get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again. You've done all that work all the way...
And there's the bell for round 11. We had not one, but 2 knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They gotta think like a golfer. Forget after 10 seconds. They gotta be smart.
Dazed. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate. Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Kevin Flushing Flash Kelly, 170 centimeters tall with a reach of 180. And on the other side of the ring, Zhu Khan. He's 125 pounds, 5'7" tall with a reach of almost 69 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Flushing Flash, Kevin Kelly, who won 2 Golden Glove champions while an amateur and then became a professional world title holder. He looks to pick up a big win here in this one. Zhu the Monster Khan, fighting out of Beijing, China, looks to pick up another big win here. Some of the fastest hands.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Flushing, Queens, New York, the former amateur great and world title holder. Here is the WBC featherweight champion of the world, known as the Flushing Flash, Kevin Kelly. Fighting out of the blue corner from Beijing, China, introducing the acclaimed featherweight champion of the world, known as the Monster, Zhu Kang.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Walk.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night. Because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Miss with that jab. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Todd? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
These punches coming from every angle. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
And he scores with the counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Kelly in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
You're much better than that guy.
Great round, now relax. You were thinking, you were smart.
So get your boxing back together and put him back in his place.
You forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end.
What a terrible round that was. Come on. You let him back into the fight. You're much better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together.
Timing already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Start sticking it.
Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. All right?
Work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Don't worry about it. You done all that work in camp?
Up there, the jab's working nice. Those 1-2s straight down.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action.
Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it.
I can't believe it. They are giving up. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up.